about why build a connector. And the reason is performance. And that's why you've been using Hasura. You love Hasura because of the performance promise it provides you, especially with the GraphQL query. And the reason is that we have a no resolver approach to GraphQL execution. In fact, we convert the entire GraphQL query into a single SQL query, which means those many less calls to the backend data source. And that is where I think our point of view lies in terms of building performance and production grade APIs. In fact, we just launched a blog where you can go in detail on the benefits of compiling GraphQL for optimal performance and not relying on ad hoc and client driven approaches like data loader. So just kind of explaining the reason why we have invested so much in building connectors and extending that capability to the community via the native data connector specification. And deep diving a little bit more into why, as a developer, you would benefit by working on a connector over a resolver. And the reasons are in front of you. You get a structured development environment with fixed types, and you're able to leverage the native capabilities of the data source. The challenge in API development these days is selecting the right data source for your use case, and then leveraging all those native capabilities in the API server layer is where I think the magic starts. Thirdly, handling state and advanced scenarios. State is something you will get um, uh, the moment you go to production and you have a lot many users. Connection pooling and multi-region deployment will definitely be topics you want to be thinking about. And then client changes does not lead to rework. So the whole aspect of reusability is kind of it shines with the whole connector approach. Example, you need to model your where clause and order by once, and then any client-driven query changes don't warrant a change in your connector code. And on that lines, you could let's say change even your remote join strategy going forward for performance reasons, and not have a whole refactor of your code done. And these are some of the aspects which Phil will deep dive into, and Tristan after that. But the last 2 points here are that building a connector will give you things like distributed tracing and end-to-end performance monitoring. And lastly, once you have that monitoring and observability, you can then attempt and start working on optimization and making it even faster for your consumers. So multiple reasons of why think of building connectors and why we are investing so much in helping you build connectors. In fact, today we are launching 2 new assets. This page is going to be live soon if it is not already. But the new Connector Hub, where you can learn how to build connectors, explore our SDKs, and see all the connectors which are live. And secondly, the NDC Learn course, which will give you a step-by-step walkthrough on how to start building a connector yourself.